Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hugging My Chaos. Welcome back to season number 5. I don't even know what season it is, but welcome back to the journals. And talking about journal, I don't really want to read my journals anymore. Like, I was reading them and I was just giving myself advice from like what I know right now to myself from the past. And I didn't enjoy it because it brought so many memories and so much baggage. Like anytime I would read the journals, I would get just pissed at myself. Like it was just ridiculous how stuck I was in blaming everyone. And I already told you this. Like literally if we summarize the journal advice, it will be simply take responsibility of your life and stop blaming other people. That's it. That's it. And just reading how I was stuck in a cycle is very, very sad just to think about it. But good thing that we learn from that. We learn from the past. And that made me question, who am I? Who really am I? Like, who is April Santiago? Because I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago, nor 2 years ago. And then, you know me, I started going on like this whole new world thinking about who are we and who, like, all of us we think that we are who we think we are, but in reality we're not. Like if you think about it, a lot of people have told me, April, just be yourself. Like you hear this advice all the time, just be yourself. uh in anything, like in dating, in relationship, well, the same thing, in relationships, friendships, everything. Like just do you, just be you, just be yourself. And what I don't like about this phrase is that it confuses you because you don't even know who you are. And if you do, you're probably wrong. You probably don't have a true understanding of who you really are. For example, there's some people who believe that they are introverts. They believe that they're introverts. And although science has some backs this up, not fully, but kind of backs this up, many people believe and stay true to that idea that they're introverts. They dress like introverts, they talk like introverts, their habits are like introverts. And you see this often. I know you have, and if you go to a party and they drink, those people are the craziest ones. They party hard, and then they blame the alcohol for just being extroverted. But although alcohol plays a big role in like who you, like how you act, they it just makes me think about this. Like they stay so true to their character that they already adopted that as their identity. They never break character, they never break the script, and they stay true to that script. So every single habit, every single decision revolves around that identity. And I saw this in my journal. Like I had this ideology that this is who April Santiago was, and I remained true to that ideology for like a long time. Like all my habits match my personality, everything, because I was so attached to the idea that you have to stay true to yourself, you gotta be you. But you don't even know who you are. Like you don't even know who you are. And like you said, maybe you've been conditioned. You and me have been conditioned to have certain thoughts, certain ideologies. I'm Mexican, and if you look at my background, most Mexicans like to dance, like to party, like to socialize. Like most Latinos are like that. They love doing that. Like you look at our culture, and look at my sister, look at my friends, look at me. I'm gonna resemble that. If I was born in Japan, I would have had a different condition. I would have acted a different way. So maybe you're not you. Maybe you are the patterns that your culture gives you. You are the patterns, the habits, the thoughts that the system gives you, where you live. Like you're just a combination of all the habits the people around you have, and that you have adopted thinking that that's you. But that's not who you are. That's not really who you are. You're just a condition of everything. everything has conditioned you to be this way. That's why it's important to think about this. Hey, you're not, don't be yourself, because yourself, it's based maybe a condition from everything outside of you that's not you. That's why you don't feel happy with yourself, because you're not even staying true to yourself. But who are you? You don't even know, because you're just conditioned to just act this way and believe this character for your whole life. It's ridiculous to think about this. It's ridiculous to think how attached we are to the past. And you've heard this a lot of times. You heard the idea that you have to leave the past behind. You have to let it go and focus on the present and focus on the future. But no one tells you that. Well, I don't know if no one tells you. I'm just being dramatic here, but no one tells you, because I'm gonna use those words, okay? No one tells you that you are living your past. You're living your past script. You're living your past identity. Like you're just repeating the same habits all over again. Like you're still stuck in the past. You know, you're still stuck in the past through your habits, through who you are, through who you are. And another example, let's talk about that baby elephant in the circus. Anytime I will go to Mexico and I will go to circus, I don't really like to go to the circus because I don't know. It's just very sad to see the animals there. But and my parents never pay for it because you know personal preference. But yeah, anytime I will go there in Mexico to the circus, I will see this big ass elephant being pulled by this little human trying to control this gigantic elephant. And the elephant didn't do anything. The elephant wouldn't move, like wouldn't even fight back, wouldn't do anything. And you see the elephant being so obedient to the owner, which is the human, and it does not make sense because the elephant is bigger, it's stronger than the human. So whenever you see the elephant not fighting back, you question, why are you not fighting back? Like you have so much power, you have so much potential. You're just stuck into this role that you gotta follow this human being who's weaker than you. And once you dig in and once you look into how the elephant was conditioned, you realize that the elephant was conditioned from the start, from the when he was a baby elephant, and when the elephant didn't have any strength or any way to defend themselves. The baby elephant was conditioned by the humans. So the baby elephant, adopted this idea that he will never, or this elephant will never beat the human because the human is stronger than the elephant. So when they grow older, when they're stronger, they don't believe in their potential because it's never been there. It's not part of their identity, and they got to stay true to their identity, to the past. They got to stay true to the idea that the human is going to hit them if they don't control themselves, if they don't follow what the human is saying. And it's crazy to see this, and it makes sense when you see it in an animal, but when you see it in yourself, that's when the game changes, because you realize that you're basically the elephant. You're basically the conditioned elephant who is just following a personality and identity that you used to have in the past. You're following this system of ideas from everyone except yourself. Except yourself. So it's powerful to think about this. It's powerful to realize that you're not you, because you don't even know who you are. Like I said, when people tell you just be yourself, which I don't think it's the best advice. Someone gave it to me. Like I wrote it in my journal, like 2019. I wrote that a friend told me that I gotta be myself and things are gonna work out. Let me tell you something. If I were to stay with the same mentality that I had in 2019, 2020, this podcast wouldn't be here. My mentality wouldn't be here. This energy that I have every single morning wouldn't be here if I were to follow the advice of being yourself. Because myself was she was trash as hell. Like, I love her. I love her. Like, I love my past self. Like, I'm not gonna like hate on her because I feel like she's real. She's in the somewhere in the past. But if it wasn't for the courage I had to break my patterns, to break myself, to in a way kill some aspects of myself, like not literally, okay, but in a way to like let some parts of myself die. I wouldn't be here. I had to, and I still have to get rid of some habits that I've been carrying my whole life that I don't longer want to carry. I was talking with my journal now, this week actually, and I was just talking about the idea that I don't want to be myself. Like I don't. It's not that I don't like myself, but I want to be who I'm meant to be. I want to tap into my bigger potential. Of course, everyone has an essence, and I know that I have my essence, and I know what I like about myself, and I'm going to keep those traits that I like about myself because damn, it makes me feel very confident about me. But I don't want to be myself and stay with the same habits that I had 1 year ago. I don't. I don't want to have the same mentality. I really don't, because I know that if I break some patterns, if I break some parts of my identity that many people will miss, maybe I will be able to tap into something higher, into a mental peace. Because I don't want to carry all the negative traits that I used to have in the past, nor do I want to carry all the past identity traits, yeah, because I know that that gives me problems. That has given me problems. Some traits that I have created a lot of problems in the past and will maybe create problems, will most likely create problems in the future if I don't take care of them. So it's important to just break up with those traits and tell yourself that you are allowed to create new identity traits and new parts of yourself. You allow yourself to build a new person. But how do you do this? And this, we're jumping into section number 2. You do this by detaching from the past in every single sense. You've heard this, but I'm talking more about identity. You gotta detach from the past. Detach from the idea that you gotta be yourself and start adopting the idea that you gotta create yourself, the person that you want to have. Think about, and I always say this, and you know this, think about how you want to feel in 10 years, how you want to feel in 5 years. And is your current self leading you that way? Leading you to the person that you want to become? And if it isn't, then you got to adopt habits. Research the people that you admire, research the habits that you want to adopt, research the life that you want to have, and what habits are going to get you there, because that is going to make the path easier. That's going to make you and help you see a clearer vision of the traits that you have to adopt in order to get there. But yes, you gotta detach from the past. You gotta leave the past alone. That's why I'm no longer doing the journal advice, because I have to leave the past alone. I have to say goodbye to those, because to that beautiful lessons that I learned, beautiful lessons. Like if I look back, if it weren't for those experiences, I wouldn't be here also. But it's because I had to learn from my experiences that I was able to actually like take action. Wait, I don't know what I said, but if it wasn't for those experiences, I wouldn't be here. However, I had to learn from my experiences. I had to actively decide to get rid of my patterns in order for me to be here. And yeah, I'm like detach from the past. It's important. It's important. Detach from your identity from the past, from habits from the past. Question all of that. Question all of that every single day. But also, sometimes we think about the past as all the negative things. You gotta like leave them behind, leave all the negatives, and stay with the positives. But it's everything. It's everything. It doesn't make sense, I know, but it's everything. I have a quote that I created myself, but I gotta share it with you because it changed also the way I see my life. And it goes like this: keep the positive memories in your heart and the negative memories in your journal as lessons, but nonetheless, you have to leave those memories in the past. in order for you to create new memories, in order for you to create a new identity. And yeah, keeping the good memories usually does not sound, I mean, leaving the new memories does not sound logical, but a lot of people get attached to the idea of the good memories from the past. And you've seen this all the time. A lot of friends, a lot of my family, even I do this. Like when you go out, when you hang out with a friend and you post a picture, sometimes I do this all the time. You go back to that picture and you start looking at that picture for a long time, and like, damn, like I miss my friend already, and it's been an hour and then a day, and then you just stare at that picture for hours, for days, every single day. And it's a good memory to have. It's a good, beautiful memory to just carry because it made you happy. But then it becomes a problem because you are too focused on staring at that picture that you forget that life is still running. The life is ready for you to create new memories. The life is ready for you to know different aspects of yourself, to make new friends, to make new memories. But sometimes, most of the times, you get too stuck in to the old good memories that you forget to live. That's why it's important to keep the good memories in your heart. It's important. You're not gonna forget about them because we don't like. Well, hopefully we don't have Alzheimer in the future, but we're not gonna forget about them. But it's important to let them go. Everything has to go. Not just one thing. Everything has to go. The good memories and the bad memories. Bye bye. The good traits about yourself, the bad traits about yourself. Bye bye. Like they have to leave. So you give this room for the other memories, for the other opportunities to grow yourself, to know yourself. And it's powerful. It's powerful. It does not make sense. But leaving the positive memories is also worth it. Also worth it because you're able to create new memories. Again, let me give you another example because I don't know, I'm just flowing right now. I seen a lot of people that a lot of people who get heartbroken and they get so obsessed with their ex that they literally just focus on the good memories that they had with their ex. Like they forget about all the bad experiences that they had with their ex. They just focus on the good memories and they get too attached on those memories that first of all they get confused on why they even broke up in the first place, and second of all, it's just they just forget that that's gone, that it's you have to say goodbye. It's gone. Like it's gone. It's been 1 month, it's been 1 week, it's gone. It was a beautiful experience, it was a beautiful feeling that you had at that moment. Stay with that experience, stay with that in your heart, but it's gone. It's gone, and you gotta be able to be logical too. You gotta be able to understand that things go, and it's all right to leave them. It's all right to leave them. That doesn't mean it's good or bad. Even the bad memories, they were so good at that time because they taught you a lot, but it's gone. The good memories, they are gone. Now it's time to bring your focus here. Bring your focus in. First of all, the present will always be important. Bring your focus into this present moment, and also have a vision of the person that you want to create, the life that you want to have, and correlate them with the lessons that you learned from the past, but not don't get too attached. And with the visions that you're moving towards, but also don't get too attached because what you're creating right now will have major consequences in the future. Today plays a big role for the future. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful insights about life that have really transformed the way I see things right now. It's beautiful because the only thing that you have guaranteed at this moment is this moment. You and me right now, this is all that's going on. Even right now, like you're not here. Like realistically, I'm talking to a phone. And this is all I have. And I gotta be able to appreciate it. This moment is all I have. My mom, my family isn't here. I'll see them in the future, you know? No one's here. No one was here. No one's here. They stayed in the past. My friends are not here. They stayed in the past. The only time I have right now is this moment. This is the only thing that's real. And this moment is all that counts, all that matters, because this moment will create the individual that I'm gonna admire in the future. It's creating the individual that I feel proud to call myself, you know. Anyways, that was a beautiful, beautiful insight. Hug yourself. Remember to always hug your crazy chaos, your beautiful crazy chaos. And I'll see you next week.